Good evening, everyone. My name is Suzanne Steele, and you are here tonight for a first look. I am joined with two amazing women, Lori Jones from South Carolina and Ann Brienza, also from New Hampshire. We are independent Nikken consultants, and we hope you enjoy what we're going to share this evening.
The company that we are proud to be representing is a Japanese health and research institute called Nikken. And although many of us had never heard of it before, excuse me, it has been around since 1975. And it's debt-free, has billions of global sales and so many customers. And the man who started the company, his name is Isamu Masuda. His goal was to have world health and have world peace as a result of that.
And the first look that I took of Nikken, it captured me the philosophy of the company, which is the 5 pillars of health, where your spirit, your belief system, that's your inner core. And you should have balance in the other areas of your life. You should have a healthy body, a healthy mind, healthy family and healthy family relationships, time with your family. You should have healthy finances. And then you should also have a healthy society relationship where you can give back. And so while you're watching this tonight, just look and see maybe 1 or 2 or maybe 3 of those pop out at you.
So for a lot of people, their stress is connected with their finances. And mostly it's because they are either an employee, they have a job, or they're self-employed and they own their job. Pictured here as a doctor, a lawyer. Someone like that has to be at the office in order to earn income. There are better ways, being a business owner and having a system, or having excess money like Mr. Warren Buffett pictured here, and he has his money invested so it earns and compounds. Now there is a new trend that has emerged. It's called the gig economy. It started in the music industry. Musicians would play gigs on the weekends or in the evenings, doing something they love and creating additional income. Well, with the trends that we have with cell phones and other computers and other devices, it allows us to be portable and creating additional income wherever we go. And it allows us to have perhaps better work-life balance.
When I first started with Nikken, all 4 of these areas I was dealing with. I was over 104 pounds more than I am now. I was drinking bottled water and didn't know that there were toxins in there. I did not sleep well. I had a chronic issue that I had had for 10 years and did not sleep well at all. And I had a lot of stress in my life. And this is what everyone deals with now. These are body burdens. And a lot of society deals with this on a regular basis. And I see this every day in the school system. The trend is not just for adults anymore. The children are being affected not only from the electronics, it zaps their energy, but a lot of these children do not get healthy sleep. They're dealing with diabetes, cancer. We've had 2 or 3 children in the last 2 years that have cancer. So these are the trends, and it's new, and it's not very positive, but there are solutions.
So what's the answer? Well, we've heard of something called self-care, and it's actually taking responsibility of your health instead of relying on other people that are not really responsible for keeping you healthy. They're helping you when you may have trauma or some situations, but we've decided to take an active part in being healthy and choosing this route, not waiting around to see if it's going to happen, if it's going to be a good life for us. We are actually taking responsibility through self-care. And this self-care is not an overnight thing. When I first started with Nikken, when Suzanne introduced it to me, I was having issues and sleep was one of them. And it wasn't overnight that I was able to become as healthy as I am now. I feel healthier at 69 than I did at 49. But it's taken 20 years to make changes, choices in what I'm sleeping on, what I'm putting in my mouth, what I'm doing on a daily basis adds up. And these small choices basically have made me feel like I'm getting younger instead of getting older, which is pretty amazing.
Now, what Nikken has created is what we call the Certified Wellness Home. Think of it like this greenhouse. I've lived in this kind of environment now for over 20 years. And I was introduced because I had broken my neck in a car accident and had a halo and hurt for 3 years trying to find solutions. And it wasn't until I was introduced to Nikken by a friend who had a chronic back issue that got helped, that by creating what we call good news or grounding, nutrition, energy, water, and sleep, all of these components support the body so that you can thrive and not just survive. So now let's take a little closer look at each.
The nutrition that Nikken has is for every system in your body. I particularly use the Kenzen Vital Balance, which is that big tub that's sitting there on the left. That is a meal replacement. I used it when I was losing weight. One of my customers actually is using it to gain weight. And now I use it every day to maintain weight. We have supplements that are amazing for all parts of your body. And there's nothing that, I guess the side effects would be, I feel healthier, I feel better. That's the only side effects I've had.
And Suzanne mentioned good news. Well, the bronze colored pad that you see in the energy category is actually something that connects us with the earth. Nikken has used products to duplicate nature, and that is what's called a grounding pad. And it was something certainly new to me back in last year in November, but I've added it to my active wellness program. There are items that Nikken's created that replicate nature that we can wear, put in our shoes, put around our neck, help us when we're stressed or when we just want to maintain our basic good health.
And then we have water. Nikken's PyMag water, which is living water. It's most closest to the water that's already in your body. You see there a sport bottle on the left that you can put any kind of potable water in, and there's a filter, and out comes PyMag water. The waterfall, and then we also have shower heads. The thing is, I've lifeguarded for a good part of over 40 years. And it's amazing to me, 2 years ago, I started using the shower head. I was already using the waterfall. And I don't use lotion anymore. And I lifeguard in South Carolina. It's absolutely amazing that my body is hydrated just by doing the right thing and using water that hydrates my body so well.
And our next category is sleep. And Lori had mentioned the 5 pillars before. And the pillar that was most out of whack when Suzanne introduced Nikken to me was my body. And once I put my body in this sleep system, it made a world of difference because I was able to recover. We spend a third of our life sleeping. And so Nikken, again, has taken nature, the energy of the earth, and also the energy of the sun, and has created a little cocoon that we can spend a third of our life in, and we enjoy it every single night. So how do you find out about these amazing products? Well, one way is to tune in with us every Tuesday and join possibly as just an interested person, or maybe you'd like to start and get a product. This is what we do, share and promote. We invite people to join us on calls or investigate the product and become customers. And then Nikken does all of the hard stuff. We don't have a warehouse. We don't have a garage full of sleep systems and water systems. We use the product and we share it. And as a result of sharing, we get a check every month from Nikken.
And so entrepreneurs work together. Some people that have worked with me do not even stand to gain financially. It's an amazing network of people that are like-minded. The people who've been in the business for longer, they're the ones up at the top of the mountain, and they've got their hand down reaching up. And we share what's happened to us, why we do NECANN. And we also have personal development together. I think that's the most amazing thing. I didn't expect to have character building and personal development when I joined NECANN. It's wonderful to be a part of the community of NECANN consultants. And you know, everyone's potential, no one knows anyone's potential. It's like a seed from an apple orchard. You're going to plant that seed, and you don't know how many trees are going to grow from that seed. And when we work together, we absolutely make a difference, one certified wellness home at a time. And it's amazing to look out and see people's lives that we've changed, and know that we have made a difference. And the nature of looking at an orchard and knowing that we have that potential. We have the potential to affect a lot of people in a very positive way.
And so at the beginning, Lori talked about the 5 pillars, the philosophy. Did 1 or 2 or 3 of those pillars jump out at you, maybe needing a little assistance? I've been very lucky because, yes, my body was out of whack, but I've been able to not only affect the body, but all of my pillars, because I've been lucky enough to have family members, my sister Lori and my aunt Ann tonight. I'm able to work with them, partner with them, and see their lives change because of these amazing products, because of this personal development that Lori talked about. So the orchard has grown in my family and outside my family. And from a finance side, I was outsourced 3 years after a 29-year career in corporate America. And so I was very fortunate to have this part-time gig on the side to allow me to have income coming in. So we hope that tonight you found something that might help you. Maybe you just thought of a few people that you'd like to connect us with, or connect with the person that introduced you to this recording, and help them have an active or an active wellness life. Maybe you're ready to be a customer and start investing in your success story, or maybe you would like to impact more people like Lori and Ann were talking about. Whatever you choose, we look forward to supporting you. And thanks for listening.